All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Schreiman. I am the band director here at Lafayette High School, and we have such a fantastic program for you guys tonight. Tonight we're going to have our jazz combo perform a little bit for you, and then we're going to have our the Symphonic band play our 5 tunes for you this evening. So in front of you over here, try to ignore the talking band over here. Don't talk. Okay. Over here is the Lafayette High School Jazz Combo. We meet 1G, and we learn about kind of the fundamentals of jazz and improvisations. And if you don't know, a lot of what we do in jazz is made up on the spot. Okay, so they are looking at the chord structures and how the chords work and the types of sounds that they hear in the accompaniment and making up music as they go. So it's a really cool thing for them to learn how to do. And they have been working very, very hard. So tonight we're going to play 3 tunes, but I'm going to introduce 2 of them now to you, and they're just going to go 1, 2, back to back. The first tune that they are going to play is called Blues by 5. The second tune is called Blues in the Closet. So I hope you enjoy it. Here is the Lafayette High School Jazz Combo. Okay, so our last song for the jazz combo is actually really special because it's entitled Daddy Pancakes, and it is actually composed by our drummer, Mr. Wes Stevens, who is our percussion ensemble. So it's really cool because this is actually a world premiere of this tune. So that's a big deal. Before we play our last tune, I would like to recognize the two guys sitting back here. Back here, as I mentioned before, that's Mr. Wes Stevens. He is our percussion instructor, and he's playing with us tonight, and we really appreciate him doing that for us, so thank you, Mr. Stevens. And back here on keyboards, if he'd stand up, this is Mr. Wes Sisk. He is actually a Lafayette alum. Yeah. And he's playing keyboards for us, so thank you guys so much for coming out and helping us do this evening. And here is the world premiere of Daddy Pancakes. All right, so our Lafayette Jazz Combo, the students involved, this is Mr. Matt Williams on tenor saxophone. Give it a hand. And Miss Galveston Johnson on flute. Great job, guys. All right, we're just going to take 1 minute here to get ourselves situated and tuned up, and then we're going to start the symphonic band. All right, so in front of you now, well, never really left, but here is the Lafayette High School Symphonic Band. We have grown substantially. For those of you that have been kind of following along the past few years, we just about fit on the stage. It's good. It used to be a lot different story. So it's really cool to be able to experience this awesome music with these guys, and I'm so proud of their growth this year, and hopefully you can hear the difference in the huge strides that they've made this year. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for you to hear this music tonight. So without further ado, here is America the Beautiful. Hopefully everyone knows this one. All right, the next tune that we will be playing for you tonight is actually a band standard. It's kind of one of those pieces that throughout our concerts together, I've always talked about this is a piece that is substantial to, what we do as band members. And Kentucky 1800 is one of those pieces by Claire Grundman. It is a mashup of 3 folk songs that all kind of had its origins in Kentucky. So we've had a lot of fun learning this piece. This has really pushed us and really challenged us to listen to each other and to really grow. So here is Kentucky 1800. I would like to have Briley Blessing stand up for doing a great job on a solo. Nice job, Briley. All right, so the next tune that we're going to play for you is that was a very Americana, right? And next is more British. It's a very British feel. It's a British march style. It's going to be a little bit slower. It's going to feel a lot of space. You're going to really feel it's going to sound very British. In fact, these are two British folk songs that have been put together into a march, and it sounds really nice. So here is A March on the King's Highway by Pierre Laplante. So in honor of a winter concert, we have programmed a cool little Deck the Halls like carol, but we've put it into this Latin kind of feel, and it creates a really neat, song. So here is Deck the Halls with Chips and Salsa by Ed Huckabee. Before we play our final tune, I would just like to take a moment to thank all of the people that were able to make this happen tonight. Our band boosters, you guys have done a fantastic job this year with marching band and with all the preparations and the really awesome silent auction outside. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do for us, because without you, well, I don't think that we would be able to do the things we do. So thank you so much. Let's give a hand for the band boosters. I would also like to thank the staff and the administration here at Lafayette High School. Without their support and without all of the things that they do for us, we wouldn't be able to rehearse, we wouldn't have facilities, we wouldn't have anything we have. So thank you so much for all of the staff here at Lafayette High School. Thank you. And finally, I would really like to thank the parents, because, I mean, a lot of support and a lot of really, learning an instrument is not easy. It's not easy at all. And without you parents' guidance, these guys would not be where they are today, making the great music that they are tonight for you. So thank you so much for all of the love and the support, and that you have been able to do that. So let's thank our families for us, guys. Let's say thank you. Okay, so this last piece. Do we have a treat for you? This is really something that I've gone through the records, and we haven't really done anything like this at Lafayette before. And this is a piece that is, it is not composed to, it is not a piece that is composed to be pretty music, okay? It's not meant to be that way. There are some spots that are that way. But it is a piece that is meant to give pictures in your head. And the piece is called Electricity. It's by a new composer by the name of Daniel Buckvich. He's actually been around for a while, but it's considered kind of new music. And before we start, and this is going to sound crazy for a band concert, and if just bear with me, but if you are prone to seizures, I'm being 100% serious. If you're prone to seizures from flashing lights, you might we need you to step out for this one, because there's kind of there's a lot of visual things that happen in this piece that could prompt that. Okay, so make sure please that if you are to that, make sure that you exit now. Use this time to exit now. This piece is, in my mind, it's called Electricity, and this piece is kind of I see it as like this power plant that's working and working and working, and then it just shuts down. It crashes. And the music kind of has the feel of trying to get this thing moving again, and really trying to, okay, we gotta go. And finally, it kicks back on. And so that's kind of the picture I see in my head whenever I hear this piece. We really hope you enjoy it. This was not supposed to be the closer, but I think the kids kind of rioted and said, no, this has to be the last song. This is so cool. Okay, so here it is, Daniel Buckvich's Electricity. All right, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you all so much for being in here, and good night. Thank you.